Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, baseball. Please welcome your 2025 San Francisco 49ers.
On the Falcons sideline, their head coach, Raheem Morris. His squad is 2-3 here in the early part of the season. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on Sunday night primetime. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. And with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. D. Winters there to bring him down. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 37 yards. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. He's got it inside the 5. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal. Robinson trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Koo able to add the extra point, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception. He'd love to have that. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that and try to improve in this one today.
Up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Purdy. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put it into this drive.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. He had the touchdown on the opening drive, and as you see, coming into the week, ranks right up there with the leaders in rushing touchdowns. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. The 6-yard line. And here comes Robinson. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now, Watkins on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 2.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Niners first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 in the 1st half.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball to his hands, and he does the rest.
Now it's McCaffrey. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Mike Hughes is there with the tackle.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Open man is Jennings. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
And that's a nice grab for his 1st catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 11. Play action. It's Penix. Down the field. Connection made to Moody. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Here's Penix. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, they might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Falcons getting their puncher out there. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he will finally be brought down at the Niners' 26-yard line. Big time play by McCaffrey. 31 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be forced out of bounds. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Purdy. To the goal line and in. Rick Pearson. Touchdown. 49.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are on the board. It's 10-7.
49ers 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Agnew on the return. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Penix now off the bootleg. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. Woo! Bijan Robinson still going. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will get out in front 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. 14 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another 1st down. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Flush to his right. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Moody's kick is good. And the Niners start back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Agnew on the return. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On second down, here's Penix. Goes brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 4. And this is third down.
From the gun, on third down, here's Penix. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
This throw, left side, caught by Kittle.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's loose and down. He picked up the first down. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's going to have the first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As they stop with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 29-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. He'll be forced outright. Finding his tight end there.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll go play action with Purdy. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers are able to cut it to 4, 17-13.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Agnew on the return. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And it's the second-year signal caller, Jaden Daniels. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And let's watch Josh Jacobs. He gets a seal here and a seal here, and off he goes. The Packers are hot. They improved to 6-0 with the win here. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Colts get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role. Who's going to walk away with a W? On the return, here's James. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. On second down, Purdy. The throw here is complete. And they'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That's taken in, and he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
Another really nice pickup there, Mike, and we've seen them continue to utilize him in the passing game really from the jump, and these are the kind of numbers you traditionally see out of a #1 receiver. But at least for this game here, he's been their #1 option in this offense. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
Again, it's Purdy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But, man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air is Purdy. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Purdy going to put it up again. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot. And at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Niners cut the deficit down to 1.
16.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Agnew on the return. Oh, yeah. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend. In motion is Aguilar. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll get in behind the blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. D. Winters there to bring him down.
Brings up second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Mooney in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
He's now over the century mark, Mike. And I get that this holiday was just started as something fun. It wasn't meant to impact how teams prepare for games necessarily. But I have to wonder, Mike, with it being National Tight Ends Day, did they have a little extra look or two his way to help him reach this total?
On is Koo for the point after. His kick is good. And the Falcons are going to open up the lead to 8.
49ers 16.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. On the return, here's James. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's fielded at about the 18. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. And a nice defensive play. There's good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. D. Winters in there to drop that time. It's a loss of 7. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. Open man downfield, that's Wonders. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Gain of 33 yards on the play.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. In motion is Aguilar. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, There was nowhere to go with the ball.
The kick is good.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 49ers offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That one good for 8 does it. And a very quick first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Purdy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Again in the air for Purdy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Right back to Kittle. That's another one. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
They need 2. Here's Purdy. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Throwing again is Purdy. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll go with the sneak. And he will score! Game on! Brock Purdy! Touchdown, San Francisco. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
For the 2-point conversion.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Agnew on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now Penix to throw on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. On the return, it's Moore. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Throw on the run is complete. Here comes second down. 37-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Third down, Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to potentially send us to overtime.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Agnew on the return. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And he's going to be marked out up around the 33. Now a timeout. That's their first. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. Stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Now on 2nd and long. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Moore to return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. The Niners use the first of their timeouts.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown on the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play one overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Now, Watkins on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. Now a 1st throw here in overtime. Forced out wide. He's got the tight end nailed. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with this.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Get set. To the right side, this is McCaffrey. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd down.
From From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And that's not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. It's 3rd and 4.
Get set.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal as they convert on 3rd down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. Pushed out to his right. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options. And now it is 4th and goal. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to get a leg up in the OT. This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime. So, overtime coming up. And remember, the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown on the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Penix. Into space at the 45. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. An even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Well, over the middle, caught by London. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout. First and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. So, a win here for the 49ers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. Final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Artistry on display. Hi everyone, I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And this is the Niners defense making the big play. They made their presence felt in a number of ways, including the pass rush as they get the sack here. The Niners win their second straight, and they do it in style. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And it's the former Bronco, Russell Wilson. He's a threat to tuck it and pick up the first down, which he does, and more. The Giants get the W by 2 touchdowns. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Packers. And let's watch Josh Jacobs. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Packers improve to 6-0. They keep rolling with another victory. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers side. This squad coming in winning 3 of their last 4 games. Opposite him on the Texans sideline, it's D'Amico Ryan. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Houston. From the 6, here comes a return. Be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. Good physical run, motoring forward for 9. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Chubb. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run there in the red zone. It's first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
A tight end in motion now. Here's Chubb. And that'll be a pickup of 3. While we have a moment, while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Second and 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Sam Okuwanu. He gets in for the sack. It took a while. That is his first on the year.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
The 49ers go out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He shook it off and kept playing. Now, keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds, and if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
The run on 1st down was good for 7, and it's 2nd and 3. Again, it's McCaffrey, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Texans offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From from the gun. Here's Stroud. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. That is first touchdown this year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Now Watkins on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. He's run well here in the first half of the season. As you see there, he's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
36 yards. It's a gain of 9. It brings up 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing is Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. But that is enough for a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
A give for McCaffrey running right. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Big Christian Wilkins, the one brought him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And complete to Pearson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners first down. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, San Francisco.
To throw, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearson. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd down at the Texans' 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 10-0 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. We need 2. Here's Purdy. That pass caught right side. Valdez-Scantling.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a job.
Now, Kyle Shanahan not happy with that last call, and he's going to put out that red challenge
Previous
flag.
play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but It only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the 49ers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
He'll get a yard or two to the 8, 2nd and goal.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
3rd and goal. Purdy. And he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown. 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are on the board. It's 10-7.
49ers 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Texans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They had that field goal on the opening drive, the touchdown last time they had it. 2 drives, 2 scores, and here's drive 3. On first down, it's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Off the play fake, here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Kirk is the motion man. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Sam Ukuwanu. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of this first half.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now, Stroud. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down for Houston.
Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the pistol, a kick to Chubb. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Alfred Collins there to bring him down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Nick Bosa gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, CJ, this defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd.
It's 4th down.
Ivy Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, here's James. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. He is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. And let the officiating crew sort this one out. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That's when he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 11. First down, 49ers. Here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey.
You can just see the frustration of the defenders. You see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. Good defender. He's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Moving to his right. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll roll out here with Purdy. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the 49ers will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. So,
okay, Mike, thanks very much. We are into Week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Chargers at home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the second-year man, Ladd McConkey. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. The Chargers come away with the victory. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua Tagovailoa. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins lead by a touchdown, 10-3 the halftime score. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's MVP, Josh Allen. Connecting with his target, it's touchdown pass number 20 on the year. This one's at halftime with the Bills with the lead at the half. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And now for a second time, he loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Texans offense get ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Now Stroud. A chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He's out of bounds behind the line.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Here's Chubb. Awkward-looking tackle there. Up-ended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
One more time, it's Chubb. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. While we have a moment, while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Sam Okuwanu. He gets it yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans add on to their lead. Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Purdy. That's complete to Pearson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. They try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That's Henry Jones on the tackle. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. First down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Minus the game.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Purdy. That's out to Kittle as they set up the screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you have to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. This, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by
Previous play
replay.
is under
So this
review.
one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
To the left side, caught by Schultz. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Kirk is the motion man. On first and 10, it's Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Crowd to throw. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Trying to fight Penny, see if he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
They'll try it now with Chubb. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line. The drive continues. First down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. A throw on the move is caught.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 10. the gun. It's Purdy. Off and then downfield is Kittle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
He's got it at the 3. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. They need 2. Here's Purdy. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Now movement up front is a big decision coming from the officials. Who's the penalty on? So Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to tie things up here in the 4th.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of the game, number 4 on the season.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
run. They'll give it to McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Second down, 8 for the first down. Now McCaffrey. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. On the run, McCaffrey. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard is going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's second down. Here's McCaffrey. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Talk things over before third down. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This a potential game winner. This kick is good, and they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready for this next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is hot! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for the Texans.
the clock with 5 seconds left. So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to force overtime. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This one he's got to have. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And the missed kick is going to cost them the game.
Well, that's just part of the game, unfortunately. You work hard to get yourself in position that you can tie it late with a field goal. But he just can't connect, and that's just a tough way to lose a game. There's no doubt about it.
Get set, get set. 118, watch out.
Purdy down to a knee. That should be the final snap of this game. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Theresa. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
2 months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in the Lone Star State. The Texans at home to take on the 49ers. And this is the Niners defense making the big play. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The 49ers are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And it's the man who for years wore number 12 in green and gold, Aaron Rodgers. A 14-yard touchdown pass. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles hosting the New York Giants. And this is Devontae Smith. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. The Eagles move their mark to 7-1, looking good as they get the win. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good night. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.